So, what if your smartphone could replace your tablet, replace your laptop's dependency, and actually make you more productive every single day? This is Samsung's most refined foldable yet. How's it, everyone? So today we're looking at Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, Samsung's latest ultra premium foldable smartphone released in 2025. What makes the Fold 7 interesting isn't just that it folds, it's how Samsung continued to push this device as a true productive powerhouse aimed at professionals, creators, and users who want more functionality from a single device. Now, kicking us off with the specs. The outer display is a 6.3-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display, and the inner display is a 7.6-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display. The refresh rate is up to 120 Hz, and the brightness is up to 2600 nits. The displays are sharp, brighter, and more usable than ever. The outer screen feels like a proper smartphone, while the inner screen gives you talent level real estate for multitasking, editing, and content consumption. In terms of the build, it is an armored aluminium frame with Gorilla Glass Victorous protection, an improved flexible hinge with reduced crease visibility, but we'll talk more about my crease issues later. Samsung's hinge design is slimmer, more confidence inspiring, and the Fold 7 feels more premium, solid, and far more durable than early generation foldables. In terms of its weight, this device weighs a total of 239 grams, and for a device that folds into a mini tablet, the weight is impressive. It's balanced, making extended use far more comfortable. In terms of its operating system, this is running Android 15 and One UI optimized for foldables. So One UI on the Fold 7 is clearly redesigned for productivity with taskbars, floating windows, split screen layouts, seamless app connectivity between folded and unfolded states. In terms of the processor now, this is running a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy, and this is Qualcomm's most powerful mobile chipset ever tuned for Samsung. Whether you're multitasking, editing photos, running demanding apps side by side, you get solid performance. Speaking of storage, this has 256, 512, and 1 terabyte version offerings, and storage options go up as far as 1 terabyte, which is ideal for professionals storing large files, videos, and projects. In terms of memory, the 256 and 512 variants come with 12 gigs, while the 1 terabyte version comes with 16 gigs of RAM. The additional RAM for the 1 terabyte variant makes a noticeable difference for power users who live in multitasking workflows. In terms of network, this has 5G sub 6 millimeter wave support, and this also supports dual SIM, being physical or eSIM. Now, when it comes to connectivity, this is running Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, as well as it has a USB Type-C port at the bottom with support for NFC, tap and go payments. In terms of the battery is a 4400 milliamp hour battery, which supports 25 watt wired charging, wireless charging, as well as wireless power share. Now, the battery life is consistent with what you do and expect from a foldable. A full workday is achievable with mixed use, and heavy multitasking still requires a short charge during the day. Now, in terms of the cameras, the rear cameras, you have a 50 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto camera. Under the display, the inner camera, you have a selfie camera, and then you also have a cover selfie camera as well. So this isn't Samsung's ultra camera system, but it's more than capable for content creation, documents, and everyday photography. So this also has S Pen support, which the S Pen is sold separately. This also supports Samsung DeX, multi-window taskbar, secure folder, as well as Knox security. Now, when you add that S Pen support and DeX into the mix, the Fold 7 starts blurring the lines between smartphones and a workstation. The Galaxy Fold 7 is clearly targeted at business professionals, entrepreneurs, content creators, and productivity-focused users. It's not just a casual upgrade, it's a device for people who want to do more with their phones. Now, in terms of pricing, the 256 gig, 12 gig RAM variant retails for 45,000 Rand, whereas the 512 gig storage variant retails for 52,700, and then the 1 terabyte is roughly around 52 plus for the 1 terabyte, right? And this is on the Samsung official website. But marketing pricing can go as low as 35,000 on the 256 and 39 on the 512. It is expensive, no doubt, but Samsung is positioning this as a premium productivity tool rather than just a smartphone. So side by side, how does the Galaxy Fold 7 actually compare to its predecessor? So the Fold 7 brings noticeable refinements rather than radical changes. Some of the key improvements: there's a much slimmer hinge design, a brighter display, more powerful processor built into the device. You also get better software optimizations for the wider screen as well as for using it in a multitasking mode, and improve multitasking experiences as well. If you're moving from, say, the Fold 5 or 6, this is a massive evolution. If you're upgrading from a traditional smartphone, it's a completely different experience. Now, when it comes to the pros and cons with the Galaxy Z Fold 7, first with the pros, you get excellent multitasking capabilities. You get a large, high-quality display. You get strong performance, premium build quality, One UI foldable optimization for things like gaming, YouTube, all those different things. When it comes down to the cons, number one is the fact that it is a very high price. Number two is that your cameras are not ultra level. Number three, your battery is still average for power users. Number four is the fact that something that we've picked up is with some devices, there's no crease, nothing like that. On the review unit that I have specifically, there seems to be this massive crease that's developed. And it was very concerning, especially for me using the device. And when I spoke to some of the other people that had this device, they were like, no, we used it, we don't have a crease, we've been using it for a while now, we don't have a crease. And even they've seen other people using the device as well, no crease as well, this exact device. So it also begged the question that, with different devices manufactured in different regions, if you might see this happening in some regions and not with others. So that is a very long-winded way of saying the concern of the crease is still very relevant. Now, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, right? For me, it is best when it's used as a productivity tool. Emails, documents, meetings, creative work, and even when you're using things like Samsung DeX, this is the natural form factor of this device. It's not about replacing every device, but it's about reducing how many you actually use or need. And all in all, the fact that how light this device is compared to its predecessor and how simple it feels in your hand just levels up so much. And like how I mentioned, this front screen is the size of an S21 base model. So it's not like you're losing out on screen real estate or anything with going with this device. And when you flip it open, it's an excellent conversation tool. So yeah, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 represents Samsung's most mature foldable experience to date. It's powerful, redefined, and clearly built for users who value functionality and productivity over just trends. Guys, that brings us to the end. A huge shout out to Samsung South Africa for sending out this device for me to review. And after all I said that, you know what, I saw this device with one of my colleagues, with a journalist colleague, and I just loved the device and the way that he was using it. So I reached out to Samsung and I was like, hey, you know what, I definitely want to take a look at this device. And they were like, okay, no worries, it's coming your way. So a huge shout out to them. If you enjoyed this video, you can let me know by emailing like-video. If you're already subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss on any of our future videos. As always guys, thank you very much for watching. My name is Prashant and I will catch you in the next video.